Welcome back. You're watching News 360 and now an exclusive news break on the show. Leading Muslim organizations in India issuing a fatwa against the terror outfit ISIS.
Over 1,000 scholars and muftis call the ISIS enemies of Islam. Muslim scholars have termed atrocities by ISIS as inhuman and un-Islamic. Muslim scholars have stressed on how Islam teaches tolerance. Scholars cited verses from the Quran to counter ISIS claims about Islam. Citing verses, scholars say ISIS is corrupting the Prophet's teachings. Petitioners have written to the United Nations. They want a fatwa treated as a message to the world. A.R. Anjaria, the man behind the fatwa, heads Islamic Defense Cyber Cell. He's also written to envoys of several other countries as well. Shubhajit Sengupta joining us live. Shubhajit, what kind of an impact will it have since they've now written to the United Nations?
The basic idea behind writing to the United Nations is this. What they're trying to do is there is a propaganda machinery which is working on one hand by the ISIS, and unfortunately they have found a lot of takers in a number of countries across the world. In fact, in India as well, there are a number of people who've tried to flee the country, go to Syria and fight for the Islamic State. Now, to counter that, this is a counter movement which has been brought about. What they're trying to say is Islam is not a religion of jihadists. It's a religion of peace, where peace-loving people are there, and you should not follow ISIS. In fact, one of the lines which has been used in the fatwa is that they've called ISIS as enemies of Islam, and the fact that the message which they're being propagated by them are nowhere close to what the Prophet had preached in the religion. So these are some of the points that they're trying to bring out. They're trying to bring out the alternate vision, the moderate version of Islam, which of late has gone down in given the propaganda machinery which is at work by the ISIS.
Right, and this is the first of its kind fatwa, Shubhajit, and the kind of numbers we're talking about, thousands of scholars coming together to say that ISIS is indeed the enemy of Islam. ISIS has been in the headlines for months now, so this is very significant coming at this point.
Absolutely. The message which is trying to be sent out at this point of time is that the Indian Muslims have rejected IS as one of the machineries or one of the big elements of Islamic movement. In fact, if you look at the people who've signed it, it includes the Ulama Council, Imam of Jama Masjid, the Dargahs from Nizamuddin to various other places across the country, Raza Academy, and all these are the leading thought movers of Islamic faith, and with all of them coming together and writing this letter and also writing to the United Nations, they're basically trying to say that this is a medium which has been ISIS is a thought process which has been rejected by the Indian Muslims, and that's something that they won't want to follow, and that's the message they're trying to go across the world.
Right, Shubhajit, thanks for that update. You can find more on that story on ibnlive.com.